Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for August 2019. And this is for you coming from Pisces. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. The first card that I'm going to pull will talk to you about your first 15 days of August, and I'm going to talk to you about your romance, a new one, if you should find a new romance in the first 15 days of August for you coming from Pisces. It's a very good card, and this is a card of the High Priestess, which means that your wishes can come true. So, in the first 15 days of August, if you are looking and aiming for a romance, your wishes could come true. So, you're going to find a very good contact and hold that person very dear, because that person is going to be very much good for you, and the ability to help you will also be there. So, this is a very good card that I've pulled for you. First 15 days of August, very helpful. Now I'm going to pull another card, and this card that I pull will be to do with the ongoing romance, in case you have an ongoing romance. Wow. This is the card which says your ongoing romance partner is going to come into some money and going to do very well. So you've got to learn how to treat this romance partner that you have with a lot of tender care and give every kind of gift to this person, because the rewards will come back. Could it be that this ongoing romance is now talking about putting money together to buy a house or a condo or a car? So it's a very good card. This person will develop into a good financial investment for you. That's the way to say it. Now about marriage. Let me see what kind of card I'm going to pull for you for your first 15 days. It's a very good card, but it says there is a problem right in the center of it. You got to find out why I said that. This is the source of a problem. Looking at the card, firstly, we're talking about you because you're listening to me. It's your ego, it's your lack of tolerance, it's your looking down and criticizing too quickly. If you're doing that, try to control that. Or it could be that we're talking of your marriage. It could be that your marriage partner is that way. The news can be two ways. And if your marriage partner is that way, to keep the harmony in the first 15 days of August, just settle down and try to take the soft approach by replying in a very nice way, and you will somehow cool the temperature. Overall, I like this card, except for this little bit of a problem. Don't try to be the centerpiece of things. Let your marriage partner also make decisions, and that would be good. And then you will find that your first 15 days of August are really turning to be better and better. Now, your last 16 days for you coming from Pisces. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start talking to you first about a new romance, in case you knock into a new romance. Or, oh, this is not good at all. This is a card of uncertainty, a card of unknowingness, a card of making a very bad mistake, a card of not doing any research on the person. So if you meet somebody that you like very much in the last 16 days of August, be suspicious, no harm, be a detective. There's something pretty nasty about this meeting. And if you meet this person, tell yourself you have to be careful. Don't give your heart away. Wait and wait and wait. It's only 16 days that we are talking about in the last 16 days of August. And you will see that you will start looking at complications arising. And you will be very thankful that you didn't really get very involved with this person. So that's the news I have to give you. Now, what about an ongoing romance that you might have? Let's see how the last 16 days of August are going to pan out for you. Is a card called the Magician, which is a good card, by the way. So the last 16 days of August, if you have, now you can see right in the middle of the card, there's a sign of Mercury. So my worry is that the last 16 days of August, if you already have a love partner in a romance, arguments are going to be my worst worry. And miscalculation of finances is another worry. So either you or your romance partner right now that you have is going to be somehow making a financial mistake. And that could be the start of having the last 16 days of August having a lot of problem with that romance partner that you have. And miscommunication as well. So guard what you say, guard what you do. If you want this romance partner to go on with you, then don't bring up such issues. Tell yourself it's only 16 days to be silent about this. Later on, you can bring it up. If it's your romance partner who is bringing up these problems, try to cool the temperature down. This is a card that says a breakup can be easily taking place. So things can go to the very extreme, believe me. So tell yourself that your ongoing romance can easily go to pieces. Now let me pull a card about marriage. Let's see what it says there. Marriage. It's a much, much better card. But again, the sign of Mars is there. And it's a sign of the tower. This sign basically means that when you argue, you are separating yourself, whether emotionally, whether verbally, whether mentally. So the talking bit, the communication becomes worse. So that's how in your marriage, the last 16 days can make things worse. The division of understanding is so great that you're living in one area of the tower and your marriage partner in another. So since you have heard this from me, for the last 16 days, make the attempt to patch things up if they go wrong and to show a togetherness. Sometimes to go out and enjoy yourself in a different environment is good. You need something like that for the togetherness, because this card shows that things can get worse and worse and worse as the last 16 days of August go on. So be very careful what you say, be very careful what you do, and try to be the nicest person on earth that you are. That way you will keep your marriage reasonably happy. It can be done even in the worst of times. It's all up to you. I'm giving you that message. So you believe in yourself that if you control your temperament, you'll be able to control the last 16 days of August and make your marriage even happier and nicer. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages. There'll be some people coming from Pisces who are going to be of these ages. They're going to be very lucky in romance and marriage. Let's see who they are. All right, I'm going to settle down for these ages. If you happen to be the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 46 or, no, I'll start again, I'm sorry. If you happen to be the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70, now I've got it right. If you happen to be of these ages, you're going to be one very lucky person in the areas of romance and marriage throughout the whole month of August. Nothing will be able to get you down. Well, if you're not of these ages, that doesn't mean you're a loser. I only took up this one sample of series of ages. You'll need to see me one day for a 90-minute session, and I'll talk to you more about this later. Now I'm going to talk to you about colors. Why colors? Each of the 9 planets who looks after us has been given control over different colors. So when we wear a color waist upwards, that's where colors are important, waist upwards. We open a channel of energy to the planet that controls the color that you're wearing at the moment. So for the month of August, I'm going to choose the color gray for you, Grey, from this card. Gray is the foundation of this card, the background color. So I like it. So wear plenty of gray waist upwards in any form, undergarments, top garments. Buy a couple of gray colored handkerchiefs, pillowcase, bedsheet gray, and you will see that your aura will sparkle in the month of August and you'll become very, very lucky with this color. So the color coordination is very important on a daily basis. That's what I will teach you, and I'll explain to you later. Now about your lucky direction. Yes. So your lucky direction. Why lucky direction? Because 9 planets are placed around Earth. So when we look left or we look right or we look straight or we look back, we are going to be looking at one planet, different planet or another. Some planets, the 9 planets that control us, are not all of them very favorable to us. Sometimes 6, 7 may go bad in a horoscope. Sometimes 4 may go bad. So you have to be very careful. Now, from this card, I'm going to choose the direction which is east. So when you face east, you're going to become very lucky for the month of August. Try to face east as much as it basically inspires you. When it inspires you, it makes your aura. Aura is that energy which we set out. Sometimes when we don't talk to a person and just look at the person, the auras of that person and your aura will start to communicate. And if your aura is good, that person will be attracted to your aura and therefore attracted to you. That's how it works. So you face that direction and you'll be inspired, and you in the area of romance or marriage, you will do very well. Now we will talk about attachment. So in the month of August, you may knock into somebody who is going to be very lucky for you. And let's see who this person could be. And I'm going to settle down for somebody from born in the period of Cancer is going to bring very good luck for you in the month of August. Could it be that new romance that you find could be the person from Cancer? Or is it that your ongoing romance partner is from Cancer? Or is it that you are married to somebody who is born in the period of Cancer? Or it could be that you make a very good friendship somewhere to help you a lot, and that person is from Cancer. So when you find somebody born in the period of Cancer who's interested in you, show your interest, and you're going to get some bonus from this person. Now about the 90-minute session. Well, in this 90 minutes, it will not be using tarot cards. I'll be using your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And when some people say, can you just answer a question on tarot card? I'll do that. But basically, it will be on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And from there, I will tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years. And I will, in all areas, your job, your business or finance, your health, I will go into detail. And of course, your love story of romance or marriage. So for your next 7 or 8 or 9 years, you will be definitely positioned to do very well. And I'll give you your lucky colors and your lucky days and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions, a lot of other information, even your lucky personal lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will give you that information of how to get into that supernatural side of you. Everybody has a supernatural side. It's a question of learning how to get there. You will learn all that. You can use it in lotteries. You can use it in your job and business. You can use it in the area of romance. You can use it to get your health better and better. And so send me that email, AndyHorror9. By the way, this consultation of 90 minutes will cost you USD $50. Please keep that in mind. USD, US dollars 50. So send me that email at AndyHorror9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com. And I'll come back to you and answer your questions. Until then, I wish you the best in your love story for the month of August. Thank you and goodbye.